Hello, good evening, welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Oxford, on the panel as the one and only Bridgeman. And Big Ulster, how we doing, gentlemen?
Hi, I'm doing very well, thank you, Ox, mate.
How are you, Bridge?
Oh, wonderful, pal. Can I just say a big good evening to you guys on the panel there, and to a big good evening to the boys in the lobby, and a huge good evening to all the Rangers fans listening all over the world, listening to your radio station. A very happy Bridgeman, very, very happy Bridgeman. Good evening and welcome to Rangers Radio.
We could hear the happiness in your voice, mate. You were like Ken Dodd last night. We could feel it. The feel-good factor, the atmosphere. People are saying we've turned a corner. You know, as a wise man said, one swallow and all that, Bridge. But it was a special night for the fans.
Massive night. I mean, there wasn't one. If I'm sometimes watching the team, and I'm probably the team's biggest critic for whatever reason, and I'm moaning, growing, but it's small moans. They lose the ball. Oh no, you've done it again. That kind of thing. But big fan, and everybody around about me in the Copeland there, they were all sort of banging my back and saying, "There you go, you know." Well done, because I'm the one that was saying we're going to beat this mob, and we're going to see when they scored. But oh dear. You could hear a pin drop, you know. But seriously, it was a marvellous performance altogether last night. Second half, unbelievable stuff. Took me back 10 years. The atmosphere was electric. Absolutely electric. The fans were magnificent. Just magnificent. So superb. And see that man standing there with the suit on. Oh. Mr. Gerrard, MBE. Welcome to Ibrox as we knew it.
Coolest man in the stadium, Bridge. Coolest man in the stadium, eh? You know,
I mean, go on.
He just loses class for me.
You know, you listen to news snippets on the radio, news in the television, and you hear managers speaking, and you wonder who's that blundering, can't even speak properly, just wants to get on about somebody else, and that kind of thing. And you hear our manager talking night and day. Just marvellous.
Just class. Now, I don't know how this journey's going to take us, Ulster. But still, the tie's no done, you know. They're not a bad outfit. They've got pedigree at home and that. But that result just showed us, doesn't matter. I want us to get through. I hope we get through. I hope we win 3-0 away from home. But if we don't, but we've still put a marker down. We've still showed that we've got a decent group of players to move to the next level, big man.
Definitely, mate. I think you have to look at Maribor's recent history against Scottish opposition, mate, and more often than not, to beat them pretty easily over the two legs and put us out. They've done it themselves and Hibs and others. I think the performance we put up yesterday, mate, against the Maribor side, who is very, very good, and they've been together for quite a number of years. I was looking through the history, and a lot of the players have been there for a long time, mate, so they know each other, and they had a Champions League experience last season. And for us, mate, to go ahead and put such a fantastic performance, and especially when Maribor got themselves back in the 1-1, we got into half-time and regrouped. To come out the way we did, Ox, and to get the tails lifted, kick on again, and then go and put in such a fantastic second half after being so disappointed with conceding one. I thought it was fantastic, mate. And as you say, it set a marker for this season. You know, this is where we're getting better each game, mate. And if we keep to those sort of standards, then this season could be a real cracker for us.
Yeah, I think you've got a point there. But Bridgeman, we started really well. We got the goal and we were playing well, looking dangerous without having lots and lots of opportunities to score, but we were playing some decent stuff. They sort of get back into the match. They were coming into the game, and then we had that moment that I'll say a blunder between Candias and Morelos. People have different thoughts on it. I would say it was 80% Candias and maybe 20 Morelos, but these things happen in the heat of the moment, split-second decisions. All right, we got it wrong. Then they got up the park and scored, and I thought, the bubble's going to burst. But geez, the second half, mate, we played as well as I've seen for a long time, mate.
But you know when incidents like that happen, you hear me bleating on about these things, and it's incessant with me. When an incident like that happens, it's really bad, and I would go even so far as to say probably about 90% Candias' fault. He should never have passed that ball. Never. There was only him and the goalkeeper. he should have in there and put it past the goalkeeper or put it over the bar or whatever. However, because we could see from the Copeland, it looked as if he was offside. And the fans were really upset with Candice with that. And that upsets the whole team. I'm not being funny. That upsets, so when you make such a blunderous mistake like that, it upsets the whole team. And for that half a minute, as soon as they get the ball, they take the ball up the park, and what happens? They put pressure on you, and the pressure paid off. Wonderful goal, by the way. What a fantastic goal. But remember back to Kelly. Don't need to go too far back. Look back to Kelly when we're all that nonsense with Ryan Jack and the big boy used to play with us. I love it. With Broadfoot and all that nonsense. And then the goalkeeper saved the penalty. They put the ball up the park, and before you know it, we were in serious trouble again, and they got a goal. These are the kind of things we just fall apart in our mind, in our mind. So it's all about concentration and holding yourself together and get somebody to pull everybody together. And we'll get there. We will get there. But that was a dreadful decision by Candice. Dreadful decision. Sorry, Paul, I didn't mean to go on about it.
No, I thought it had put us behind the 8 ball, but my point I'm trying to make, Ulster, is how we came back for it. I mean, I thought it was flat at half time. The team came out, great reception. The team got the fans up. The fans got behind the team. We got the penalty, got the goal, and we just kept coming. And actually, over a piece, 3-1 actually flattered Maribor.
That's very true. And I know where Bridges... Go ahead, Bridges.
No, please. I hope my mouth too quickly there, sorry.
No, I'm saying, and I get where Bridges is coming from with the disappointment. We're a wee bit disappointed ourselves, as the guys, we all watched the game together. Yeah, you were going, that's a wee bit silly. Maybe Candice went into, should have went on himself, or maybe Rails should have just stood still, or maybe a couple of steps back, got himself on side. But I don't want to focus on that too much for the simple reason is the team after that, mate, went and put in a magnificent performance in the second half. And as you say, mate, the fans got behind him. The manager, whatever he said to them at half time, whether it was just belief, and give them that belief that they were the better side. And we came in the second half, mate, and took Maribor away. And as you said yourself, I think, 3-1, mate, I think they can't go home thinking, we were unlucky there. I think they would be looking at themselves. They'll be looking at what issues they have. They'll be wondering, scratching their heads, how did that team come and rip us apart last night? Because it's not the same Rangers team that we had last season. And I think it's a team that's surprised a few of these sides this season in Europe.
Anyway, Bridge, a lot of people might want to have their views tonight. So what's the number?
The number's 0141 356 1972.
Or you can join us at Skype at rangersradio.online where you'll be brought into the call. I think the show will pretty much be 50-50 tonight. Looking back and looking forward, it might take longer looking back over last night because I think we're all still buzzing, but that'll take us neatly looking forward to tomorrow night because there's quite a reasonable press conference for the manager. We'll be joined by the Fox. Evening, Fox.
Evening, guys.
How we doing, mate? We never heard you last night. You were at the game and make your way home when the show was on. Give your thoughts, mate.
Great result. Absolutely terrific result. I'd have been happy with 1-0, mate. I didn't actually think we would score 3 goals against a team of that calibre. But you were talking about we're 1-up after 5 minutes. A goal for me that we earned by constant pressure on them trying to get the ball out the box. Morelos finished it off. The goal, the incident with Candice was to blame for me. If he takes another couple of steps forward, he gets Morelos on side or else he shoots. Bad decision for him. And what happened then, we all thought we had scored. Concentration went a wee bit. They broke up the park and the boy rattled in the ball for the left-hand side. It was a good goal, but that kind of took us back a bit, I thought. We were unsure. I think we were trying to get to half-time 1-0 up. Didn't happen, mate, so what can we say? What
about the way we reacted?
The reaction. But this is the thing, mate. I heard Stephen Gerrard speaking on the show when I got in. I listened to it when I was in my bed. And I heard about his press conference. And it's true what he says. You've got to be concentrating for the full game. And we took a wee dip in the first half for me when we kind of, our play was stretched, if you know what I mean, Ox. The distance between our defensive line and our attack was really spread out of the park. We got out of shape and they started to work themselves into the game. And what I did notice about them in that period was how quickly they get men forward and in about the box. And I was fearing, quite honestly, I'm saying the second half, if we don't come out the traps, they're going to score. But we never happened. Gerrard worked his magic, and every one of them were a credit to Rangers in the second half. There wasn't a failure on the part.
Here, mate. Talking about people who are a credit to Rangers, we've been joined by Rudy Bear. Evening, Rudy.
Evening, gents. How we doing?
How are you, mate?
Aye, smashing. Everything's
Hey,
good
Rudy.
here. Aye, Bolster. How you doing, big fella?
So now you've had time to reflect, Rudy, and you've had a full night's sleep. What's your thoughts?
Smashing performance. Absolutely brilliant. I'm still on a bit of a high.
Smashing, I like that. Smashing.
Still on a bit of a high, as I'm sure most of the Rangers supporters watched the game of the day again. Because you see it a bit differently, don't you, when you know the score and you know you can sit there and watch things properly. I think 25, 30 minutes, we were the better team. We were just talking about the wee mistake there by Morelos. So if he just lifted his head up, he could have hit the back of the net himself. You know, that completely changes the complexion. In the first half, you're 2-0 up. You know, but
you mean Candias?
Aye, sorry, who did this?
You said Morelos. I understand.
Candias.
Right.
So that completely changes the complexion of the first half, and you're 2-0 up, you know, going in at half time. But that's not what happens, you know. But that boy scored an absolute world day. I looked at it again the day. He hit it once. He never took any time to control it. He hit it on the half volley. It was a cracker of a goal.
1 in 50, mate.
Yeah, he took it really, really well. Mm-hmm. Fair play to the boy. It was a cracker. I don't think any goalkeeper would have kept that one. So you get it at half time, you know. Stephen Gerrard, Gary McAllister, the coaching staff do their business in the dressing room, you know, and they came out at half time, and wow, what a second half. You know, some of the football that was played was fantastic to watch, you know. They're attacking at pace, you know, looking for each other, backing each other up. When they lost the ball, they were harassing the life out of the Maribor players. Never gave them any time on the ball, you know. It was fantastic. They were getting the ball back quickly when they lost it. It was just an outstanding second 45 minutes for New York's, and what a performance! As I said last night after the game, you know, I think if we score one goal out there, I think the tie's finished. Then if we get a goal, especially if we get one quite early in the game, then there's nothing to chase for us. You know, we just keep everything nice and tight, you know. And I think we're capable of scoring a goal over there.
Well, we've got a problem in the left back position when we go away. I know what I would do, but because of the way we are, but that could make it interesting how we would set up over there.
Would you like to tell us what the problem is?
Well, I think your boy Flanagan's suspended now.
Is he? Right, okay.
Right,
okay.
So obviously the big man
can't
play. He can't play in this round.
That's right.
Aye,
well, it'll be Andy Halliday, wouldn't it?
No, for me it wouldn't.
Okay, who would you play then?
I would play somebody who's played full back at international level there.
Go on then. Who's that?
Ryan Jack.
Is he going to be cleared for that? Injury-wise, injury-wise.
If he's fit,
right.
They're intimating that he could be back when you hear Gerrard talk. I know it's a bit different, but he can support the midfield, and we know he's played there at international level, obviously on the right, but we're asking him to do a job for the team, and I know it's a big call, but I would prefer that than, unfortunately, Andy. Just my personal opinion.
I can see him going with Andy Halliday if that's the case. He's played him before in left back. I'm not saying he's 100% happy with him. I really don't know, you know. I think he would go with that.
Well, maybe.
If Ryan Jack's available, I think you would play Ryan Jack. I think you need to put more defensive midfielders in. We can't be playing an attacking game. I agree. We maybe need to play just the one up. Put the big what do you call him? Sadiq. Put him on for the first half. and let him run the defence up, and then put Morelos on, because they'll not know what to do. And it's as far as, are we going to attack and are we going to leave our butts up? Oh, that kind of thing.
I shouldn't have took his own to that really, but I'm just saying we've got a problem for next week. But I'm sure we'll discuss that. But getting back to last night, just go around the panel. Your top three men, starting with Big Ulster.
Oh, top three. McGregor, because of his fantastic saves. Koulibaly for his great work. And Morelos, I think. I could say all of them, to be honest, but that's the three I thought put really, really fantastic shifts in last night, mate.
Hard to argue with that. Fox?
I agree with Alan McGregor. I think there's too many. There's more than three there that had terrific games last night. But if I had to pick them out, I agree Taverner. And I thought Morelos was superb. But if you'd asked me how many of them played well, you had to add in Arfield and Koulibaly, who also covered every blade of grass on that part last night.
I thought Ajay also had a good game, Fox. Very brave when he takes the ball and tries to play.
I'm not 100% convinced with that boy.
Oh, right.
Sorry to say that.
He's a tough crowd, Rudy.
It's hard just to pick three because it was such a great team performance. I thought, and you had some really great individual performances. I think if I had to pick three, I'd probably go with certainly Alfredo. I thought he had an absolute blinder of a game. Probably Koulibaly, and I'm going to go with Tav. I think. I thought Tav really showed what he's capable of giving us yesterday. I thought he had such a great game, Tav.
All right, Bridgman.
Go for Koulibaly, top man. I would go for Morelos, top man. And I would go for Tavernier, top man. And I mean, you put this guy in brackets after Tavernier. I would say that to McGregor, top man as well. That's the four best players on the pitch for us last night. That's not to say that there was any bad players, but they were absolutely out of this world. They were absolutely brilliant. Great performance.
It's very, very difficult. I mean, that just shows you what level we've moved to quite quickly, because even the two centre-halves played really well. And if Golson would have put that shot in, Rudy, would have
something else, wasn't it? That was something else.
Reminiscent of Bugera, wanders up the park, takes a couple of players on and has a go, I think we'd have been delighted had that have gone in, because he did have such a good game, didn't he? With Katic beside him. Yeah, it's right what you say, Ox. It's hard to pick sort of just three because there was fantastic individual performances all over the park. Arfield, I thought as well, was excellent, so it's kind of hard just to pick three, isn't it, really, I suppose.
Fox, if people want to join us, what's the number?
0141 356 1972.
Or join us at rangersradio.online, where you'll be brought into the call. And what can they talk about, Bridgman?
They can talk about all things Glasgow Rangers, the famous Glasgow Rangers. Go for it.
Any add to that, Ulster?
No, how can you add to what Bridgman says? He's a class act. See, one thing I'll say though, nobody's really commenting too much about the two centre backs, and you know what I think that's for too. I think we're actually that used now to having them two having so great a partnership that we're looking at other. We're expecting them now to actually have solid performances, so we're looking at other players on the pitch because they were at the start where we're always talking about because we're so desperate for a good defence. I think now we're just expecting that of the two guys at centre back, and we're looking at other guys in the pitch and their performances. I think it's very good, very promising.
That's a smashing point, Ulster. Do you mind I come in and say? I would say the whole team. You could turn and say the whole team full of 7s and 8s last night. The whole team. I would have given out of the performances. I'd have given a 9 to Koulibaly because I just thought he was absolutely outstanding last night. That's what I would have said. No bad players, no bad play, other than the usual crappy moans that I've got.
Hello.
Hello, you've got the show in the background. Can you turn the show off before we take your call? Thank you.
Yeah, certainly, mate. No bother.
Right, cheers, mate. Well done, mate. How you doing?
Hi, good man. How you doing yourself?
Who are we talking to? Give your name or your nickname, whatever you want.
My name's Mackie.
Mackie, how we doing, Mackie? First time on the show?
Yeah, it certainly is, mate.
Welcome. What's on your mind?
Previously, I'm trying to think. We've brought in this left back, the new left back, didn't we? So what we're going to do with, we've got Flanagan there. We're going to put him in the right back. I mean, there's a worry there. I think. Do you feel that Tav would be better in the right mid? It's constantly crossing my mind, and I'm sure other Rangers supporters are thinking that as well. Where is he going to fit in?
Competition for places here. For me, the big boy's going to play at left. He's going to play at left back, and Flanagan will become the new Hodgson. I think Tav will keep that position. I think Gerrard will favour a 4-3-3, but I'll take it round the panel. Fox?
Yeah, certainly, mate. Cheers, I'll take my call, man. Thank you.
No, you stay on, Mackie.
Okay.
Stay on, Mackie, and we'll come back to you. Fox, have you any views on that, mate?
Exact same views as yourself, mate. I think
certainly.
Tav will hold his position. Big Borner will come in at left back, and Flanagan will be the new Hodgson, as Ox delightfully put it there.
Aye, but this is the thing. I know, I agree with what you're saying, but then see Candace, I think he's a machine, right? I'm a big fan of him, but I'm worried he's going to get pushed out. I mean, he ran his heart out the other night.
Great
fantastic,
engine,
fantastic player.
But he just get one flaw in his game, and that's his final ball consistently. He can do it occasionally. He just has to be more consistent.
There's a good question here. Declan John, then, what do you think was the flaw in his game?
My understanding with the Declan move is that there was personal reasons involved, mate.
Was it? Right, okay.
Aye. I think I believe, and I don't know if this was true, it was pointed out to me yesterday that he lost his father. Whether that's true or no, I don't know.
Right. Because I knew that personal terms going down to Wales and that. He was happy to go
he wanted to go back home.
I understand that. Yeah.
So it goes with everybody's best wishes, and
certainly,
there's sometimes more important. Sometimes the boy's not the worst player we've ever had.
Certainly.
What was your view on the other transfers yesterday, Mackie?
What one was that? Sorry, if you
the Windass transfer. Would you say you were glad or sad?
I think that was a hit and miss. To be honest with you, for God's sake, I'm probably on the bench for it. To be honest, the price he went for, I was gutted for. As long as we've got a good sign-on clause with it, then I believe we'll get maybe it'll go. I see 10 million or whatever somewhere else in England.
Really?
But once you put I did like him, but he was never in the foot. He was never in the game. He was. I think he needed a good kick up the arse, and I didn't think he liked it. He wanted to be the striker, and he wasn't getting that position, and it stood out a mile, I think, with him.
Ulster, you had a poll running the day on Facebook. What was the question you asked?
Well, yeah, we basically just asked with the Windass deal going through yesterday at the transfer. We basically asked the people on the page, were you sad or glad? So do you want to have a sort of guess of what you think the percentage was?
Go on then, Mackie. What do you think the percentage was?
I would probably say about 38%. Minority, maybe. 38%.
38%. Glad or sad?
As I said, I'm sitting on the bench, but I'm lowering it now. I'm kind of glad he's away, but then again, he was a player that could do something for 10 minutes.
Bizarrely,
would help us, Mm-hmm. But then what's going to happen with the other 80 minutes? That was the problem with him.
Let's get the results going then, Big Ulster.
Yeah, well, with all votes in, it ended up being 84% glad and 16% sad.
Was it?
Which was pretty,
yeah. Well then, what do I know?
It's not exactly a Brexit, is it?
No, certainly.
Can I just come in on I know I'm glad to myself to let Windass go, but that wee chance that Candace got last night. I reckon if Windass had got that, he would have scored.
He
There
would
you
have
go.
put that one outside his boot.
Aye. He shouldn't have put it in as well. When it was he could have buried that.
Aye. How did you find the show, Mackie, and how long you been listening, mate?
I've been listening on and off for a while, mate, with work commitments and things like that. Tonight I've got a chance to listen to. Fantastic, mate. Fantastic. Keep it going.
Oh, I wonder who says that.
Mackie, where are you from? Are you from up here? Or where are you?
Castlemilk, mate. Castlemilk.
Castlemilk. Oh, that's another one. Oh, the place is full of them.
Aye. Certainly.
Thanks for the call.
No problem, man.
No, I'm
listen. Cheers, boys.
He's just joking.
Cheers, boys.
Oh.
Poor Mackie.
That mate of yours, Fox?
Every Rangers supporter's a mate of mine, pal.
Including me.
What's he like? What's sick?
That was a great call. Cheers, Mackie.
Yeah, it was a great call.
That was surprising about the poll. Rudy, wasn't it? I mean, I know that thought it might have been a bit closer than that, if I'm being honest. I'm in the glad camp.
Aye, me too, but I'm also not really surprised, to be honest, Docs, because he was frustrating, you know, and you'd see stuff on social media all the time, and he was forever taking pelters, and I hardly ever seen anybody on social media sticking up for him. I mean, there was a handful of people, you know, but the vast majority of Bears were all, you know, were sticking about him, giving him a hard time, and I think a lot of it was quite undeserved. As much, don't get me wrong, I'm quite glad he's away as well, you know, but I think quite a lot of it was, you know, kind of undeserved, you know, some of the stuff that he got, the pelters that he got. I think it's the best thing for us and him, in all honesty, because, you know, Steven Gerrard says he wanted to be the number 9. And
can you see it, Rudy? Can you see it honestly?
No, at all. I mean, you look at him and Morelos. Who are you going to have as your number 9? Come on, look at the power of work Morelos puts in. You know what I mean? So, probably best for both parties, really, for himself, for his career. The possibility is, you know, he'll go down south. He'll go to Wigan. He'll have a great couple of seasons, 2-3 seasons, maybe down there, and he might move on for big money to somebody else, but that doesn't necessarily mean to say that we've got to keep him because that might happen, you know. You can't just hold on to a player just in case he becomes a really good player, you know, and ends up worth a bit of money at some point in the future. If that happens, great. I hope we have a decent sell-on clause there. You know, we'll get some money as well back for him. But you can't just hold on to a player in the hope that that'll happen, you know. And I don't think he's Steven Gerrard's type of player anyway, to be honest.
Can I come in on box here?
On you go, mate.
I was just going to say, go back to the game again. I thought for the first 20 minutes we looked really good. I mean, we got our goal. We could have had another couple with a few small chances that we had, and then they just turned the game. They just seemed to step up, and it's like en masse. You know, it's like sort of one of these old cowboy Indian pictures, and you see the old chief dropping his hand, and all of a sudden they stepped up 10 yards. And they could find their players. They were just cutting right through us. And they could have had, I reckon, they had 3 or 4 chances themselves before they scored. And one of them in particular, the boy got into the middle, got a header in, and it just went past the far post. And my goodness gracious, we looked absolutely dead-legged at that time. We just didn't know what to do. And as I say, once they scored, heads went right down. But really and truly, I don't know if they gave him something in the what do you call it? In the dressing room, or it just gave him a bollocking or what, but my goodness gracious, they came out with a totally different team. Attitude-wise, what a wonderful performance. The whole stadium was bouncing, absolutely bouncing, and it was great to look around and see a lot of the fans doing the bouncy, in fact. Great singing. Everybody was singing, the whole stadium was up, so a really, really happy time for Rangers, very happy time. Obviously, next week's a different thing.
Aye, of course, mate. Fox, just going back to the question that Mackie asked. You're always a big supporter, I feel like, underdogs. What's your view on Windass leaving?
I think on another side, playing a striker, he'll do very well. People keep going on about he disappeared in games. If you're up front, most strikers disappear for a while until it's their turn to get into the action, mate. I think Windass will do well down in England. I think he'll score his fair share of goals. Because he showed last season that when a chance gets presented to him, he can tuck them away. So, good luck to him, mate. If there was a choice between playing him and Morelos, I know who I'd plump for,
Well,
Morelos.
thank you. Ulster, could he be a scorer of great goals rather than a great goal scorer win this?
Yeah, I think you're right, mate. I think Windass will do okay down Wigan. The pressure won't be the same. He'll be able to do some nice things and he will still flutter out of games. But it'll be probably accepted more at Wigan because that's the sort of the standard. And that's not nothing against Wigan. That's just the level that they'll be at the Championship next season. They'll win a few games, they'll lose a few games, and he'll be a big part of some of the games, and other games he won't be, but that'll be accepted. So I think it's just a different kind of pressure. At Rangers, you have to be winning every game and you have to be involved more often than that, mate. I just think that was the problem for him up here.
Hello.
Oh, how we doing? Get another caller. You've got the show in the background. You turn the show off, please.
That's off, my friend.
How we doing?
Did you know? Not bad, mate. Not bad. How are you guys?
All right. You let people know who's calling in. What's your name?
My name's Andy, Paul.
Andy. How you doing, Andy?
Not bad. I was
What's
at the
on
game
your
last
mind,
night.
mate?
I was at the game last night.
Aye.
Atmosphere was tremendous, wasn't it? I was one of the flag bearers last night and all. So
well
right.
done, pal. Well done, Andy.
Well done, mate.
It was
Very
excellent.
jealous.
So it was. Aye. I had my grandson there and all, so he did flying the flags and all. I had the Union Jack.
A granddad at 28. How'd you manage that, Andy?
I'm no 28.
You're not. That's what it says here.
That's what it says here.
Young. Did you notice last night the young boy was on the bench? Stephen Kelly.
Yeah.
Did you notice that, aye?
I never noticed. I just seen him was on the bench, aye.
Right. Aye, because I was like myself and I was on the pitch, I seen him coming on and sitting on the bench. I'm going, who's that young boy? And I had to look today and I'm like, Stephen Kelly, that's. So I had to be look today.
He came on
So how you
against
guys doing
Wigan.
anyway?
He came on against Wigan for about the last 20 minutes, mate.
Aye.
He came on against Wigan.
I didn't go to the Wigan game, mate. I was working.
Oh, there was with the rugby route flags, no.
No, not that day, no.
Andy, how long have you been listening?
Believe it or not,
to
I
the
just
show?
noticed his last night. Last night on YouTube. Aye, last night.
Okay.
Aye, I'd noticed last night, and I'd listened to one of your shows, and I went, good, quite interesting for the Bears to have their say of what's going on.
Right, well,
so
this
it's
is
quite interesting.
It's your show, mate. So have your say, mate.
No, it's brilliant. No, it's excellent. I like to hear what some of the Bears what they're saying. And that, know what I mean? It's quite interesting. Know what I mean? We've all got different opinions, haven't we? Know what
That's
I mean?
correct, mate. We're just talking there briefly about the Windass situation. Glad or sad that he's gone. What's your own view, Andy?
I'm happy he's gone, but I'm not happy the price he went for. I think he was worth more than $2.5 million. The add-ons, I think he's maybe worth 3.5, 4 mil. Easy. Look at Wycombe.
What's
He
happening?
went for pennies, didn't he?
England's
I know,
mad. I
but
mean,
he's gone. But all Windass has today was one good season doing at Wigan. What do you think his value is going to be?
10 million.
One good season. Exactly. So I hope the boys in the background have done their job right this time.
Yeah, but can I just say, Andy, it's Bridgeman here, just to say, I can't see, based on what I've saw of Windass over the last 2 seasons, I can't see a really good season coming in. That guy ever given us a really good season. You know, if he'd stayed, he would have been just floating in and out of the games. I just couldn't see it. I think, don't get me wrong, I'll take 4 or 5 million for him, no problem. But I just, somewhere along the line, I couldn't see him doing just what you've said and then get a huge value rise. No, maybe we're doing the right thing.
What you may find now, he might be playing the position he wants to play in.
But do you see him as a number?
Playing that position at Rangers, he scored goals. He scored 18 goals. So he did.
Do you see him as a number 9, but Andy? Do you see him as a number 9?
No, he's certainly not a number 9. He's a 10 after number 9. Plays behind the number 9. So he should. I thought that's when he was hot. He's hot. Let's be honest. When he was hot,
I don't drink.
But he just
Andy.
he wasn't consistent. That was the problem.
I don't drink, Andy, but I'll have a half pint on you that Windass will not be a roaring success doing in Wigan.
I think you will. I think you might see a change in
2 seasons, he had one good season, and you'll end up a 15 million, 10 million pound player.
Wow, that's pretty good.
That's what I think.
Pretty good,
I'm telling you, mate, I'm one good season doing it Wigan.
Going back to last night, mate. Who was your top 3 players, mate?
Oh, would be Koulibaly. Excellent. Thought it was brilliant. Manelis. Excellent. Golson. Excellent. There was more, I think there's about 4 or 5 in there. McGregor, no. There was a few there. So was it turned up last night. In the second half, first 15, 20 minutes, we played actually no bad. So we did. But we lost it for about 15, 20 minutes in that first half. I thought Marble were there for the game last night, actually. In that 15, 20 minutes, they were there for the taking, I thought.
And then they came in.
And they didn't look like a Champions League team either, did they?
No, they did not, no. And they didn't look like that in the second half. We were excellent in the second half, mate.
Oh, because we were attacking them all the time, but we need to hustle. Teams that come to Ibrox, we need to chase the ball down when we lose the ball. That's not been happening for a while at Ibrox. It now starting to happen. We need to do it. And we need to do it every game, but we need to do it for more than 45 minutes too. We need 90 minutes of that. They're fit guys. They get paid a lot of money. So, we need to keep up for 90 minutes. 45 minutes is not good enough.
Can I ask Andy a question just quickly on the Windass side? Hi, Andy. It's also
How you doing, Ulster?
Not too bad, but you know what you were saying, obviously, with the 2.5, you were looking closer to 4, maybe a bit more. Mm-hmm. Now, with Windass, obviously reports in Jared coming out today, it was as if Windass wanted to go anyway. Do you not think the club, if you think he is, could be possibly worth 10, 15 million? Do you not think it's good business by the club getting the player he wants away, but getting the transfer clause on, that if he does go for big money in the future, we'll actually maybe get more? If you look at it all done before, you maybe, maybe as it all adds up, it might be shrewd business by the club.
I don't know, because when they first signed, he put a clause in his contract, didn't he? 3.5 million, and I'm warm, and they did that. I'm warm.
I think that's gone, mate.
That's boy must be special. I know he re-signed in January again. I know that, and the contract got changed. I know that, but he must have come up here with all sorts of. He must have thought he was going to do well up here, and thought his value was going to shoot up here. You know, at 3.5 million, we put that clause in. I think he was going to get that ship back into English football.
You see, there was another thing as well, though, Andy. Sorry, it's Rudy here, Andy. There was another thing. He tweeted on his on his Twitter page that when Wigan came in for him, it was a no-brainer. Now that tells me everything you need to know. The boy wasn't that happy. He didn't really want to be here, Andy.
But I think he wasn't happy because the fans were on his back and all. The fans were on his back 24/7. Let's be honest. The boy ain't no Twitter at all. The fans were attacking him.
But at the end of the day, if the boy wants away, Andy, you've got to do what's best for the club and for him as well. So this could be a really good move for him, as you say. He could go down there, championship up, and he maybe turn out. I mean, I don't think so. I'm with Ox. I don't think he's going to be a £10 million player, but you just never know because it's crazy money.
You don't know because of the way the English market goes.
Aye, it's crazy.
Season. Sorry.
We're getting a lot of calls.
All right, how you doing? We're still in the Windass subject.
Yes, we are.
Mate. Sorry.
What's your thoughts on it?
My name's Stephen.
Hi, Stephen.
Stephen, yeah. It was just about Windass. I just noticed a passenger for a long time at Rangers. I thought he turned up in the smaller games like Fraserburgh, scored a hat-trick, scored a double here and there against the Partick Thistle or whatever. And I think he's a waste of a jersey, to be fair. I don't wish the guy any bad going south, but I just think for January I think he'll be in League One, maybe back at Atkinson Stanley playing. That's just my opinion. I don't think he's for it.
Stevie, can I ask you a question, pal?
Aye, you bother me.
Wait. Have you been on before?
No, first time, mate. I'm I'm a wee bit starstruck, to be fair. It's actually, I quite enjoy it, to be fair. Just new to it, but it's quite
Man,
good.
give me your autograph.
Aye. Welcome, Stevie. Welcome, pal. Welcome. This is Bridgeman. Welcome.
How old are you, Stevie?
Oh,
I'm
you behave yourself. Oh,
31 years young, mate.
Hey, Stevie, watch him. Watch him. That's jelly tots.
Do you like
in your area. Careful with him, mate, Stevie.
What's that, mate?
Fruits and all that. Do you like opal fruits and sweeties?
Well, everybody will notice we'll be joined by the global ambassador. Stevie, what did you think of last night? Then we'll bring Big Alan.
I thought it was pretty good, to be fair, but I thought the young boy Jara, I thought he was a passenger at some point in the game. I thought it passed him by. I think he's quite suited to maybe playing against Hamilton or Celtic Bristol, maybe. Compared to the Blood and Thunder, a European game at Ibrox, a full house, maybe. You know what I mean? I thought maybe we were a wee bit lacking in that area, to be fair. But I thought it was fucking brilliant. I thought it was really, really good.
Just watch your language. Bridgeman's gets awful upset.
Sorry, mate.
He gets awful upset. He's never heard it before. We've also been joined all the way from Australia. With Big Al, how you doing, big man?
Not bad, gentlemen. Excellent. It's great to hear all these virgins on the radio. Just a couple of things, guys. I know he's busy now. I mean, he's having to half moved on, and I think that's representative of our club as general this season. The buzz about the club's unbelievable. The buzz about this radio station's unbelievable. So more virgins the better on this show. He's asked last night. Sorry to go back to it, but he's asked last night, who do you think was instrumental in this maybe revolution? I'm still a bit cautious about it because I don't want the wheels to fall off this train, but I'm happy with the progress we're making. I think that ultimately, credit where credit's due. Mr. King has to be credited with the success that we're seeing so far. Also, I think one of the major signings that we made last year, Mr. Allen, maybe took him a while to get his feet under the table and get his points of view across. But I think Allen, because he's instrumental with bringing Mr. Gerrard on board. We're seeing a strong physical, dynamic team. I said to you last year, Fox, Bridgeman, Ulster and Ibrox. I said that's what I'd like to see, a modern dynamic club moving forward. That's representative of you guys as well on different platforms. So the whole buzz about this club is unbelievable. May it continue. One player that really impressed me, and we speak about it. We speak about players coming in and up in their game. I thought Candias last night. I thought he was had an excellent match. His work rate is representative of the manager. I think that's going to just go through the team, the whole team. So long may it continue, guys. The second half, I'm really, really, really proud again in my team. This is the Rangers I like to see, and long may it continue.
You're here, Big Al.
That's all
Well said.
Well
said, big man. The other Al, the positivity about our club so quickly. Did you see that coming?
Me?
Oh.
Do you talk to me? I'm Stevie.
Oh, sorry, Stevie. I've
seen it in Candias last season that he took the club to his heart. I seen that with his performances. He fought and he done what he wanted to do. But the other thing that I'm a wee bit hanging about, see Koulibaly. See if he plays a blinder all season, how can we keep that? How can we keep him? You know what I mean?
We shouldn't worry about these things at the moment, Steve. We shouldn't worry about these things at the moment.
Well, if he plays a blinder all season, how do you replace that calibre of player? If he goes back to England or a vulture to England comes back and steals him, is it?
The devil's in the detail. It depends what the contract says, doesn't it?
Well, I've been told that we've got a buyback fee an option to buy at the end of the loan. I think that's a wee bit. If he plays that blinder, I guarantee somebody like Wigan or Crystal Palace will come with like 5.5 million to buy him. It'll be a pure steal when he end up being a Kante or something. And
He's not coming in that auction.
On you go, mate. On you go. He looks
Stevie,
a good player,
just to let you know, as far as I'm led to believe, Rangers have got the option to buy a similar contract that they signed.
Well, I
with,
take that back.
Norwich.
That's a fucking.
No.
Great.
I'm just saying to you, as far as I'm led to believe, it's a similar contract that we had with Norwich with Murphy. So basically, we're saying we'll take him for 6 months or a year, whatever. See how he is, and there's this whatever agreed fee it is. I don't know if it's true or not. That's what I heard. So just to let you know.
I know it's jumping.
Just watch your language,
you know what I mean?
because Rudy Bear's a Christian and he gets awful upset, yeah?
There's a couple of games out of the season, but jumped the gun. I mean, he's played a couple of good games, and he have a couple of stinkers, but who knows that? I mean, right now, he's a machine. Sorry about the swearing, sorry.
Sorry, it's
Stevie,
nerves, mate. It's nerves.
You get barred.
I'm going to have to go, gentlemen. This language is unbelievable, man.
Well, there you go.
Well,
You've done.
I'll let you intellectuals talk and I'll go away then.
He's kidding you on,
Don't you ever say that again.
Right, guys, I'm going to go and get mad with it. I'm going to go and get mad with it. He's doing a great job, by the way.
You're already mad with it.
I'm off Jake, mate. I'm off good. We're cool. Right.
Thanks, Stephen.
He's a good night. He's a great
Stevie.
night, mate. I like listening to you, man. He's a good week day. Right, have a good night.
Brilliant to have you on, Stevie. Don't be a stranger.
No surrender.
Cheers, mate.
Right, boys. Catch you.
Yeah.
Bro.
Thanks again, gentlemen. I'll let you carry on the discussion. I've got an underground train station at built here, man. So you take care of yourself, gentlemen.
Right. Are you
Right,
going
Al.
to get
You're
shot in
laughing
this
at big
train?
fella.
No, that's how
Aye,
I've been doing the
aye.
tubes, mate.
That's Derek Johnston, man. Right, gentlemen, always a pleasure. Always
Cheers,
a pleasure.
big man.
Take care,
Cheers,
man.
big man.
Bye, Al.
I'll reiterate again. I'm so proud of them for that second half performance. Take it into Sunday, and we'll be all right. I think we'll be all right. Take care. Thanks again, gentlemen. All the
Cheers,
best.
mate.
All the best, Al.
Bye, Al.
We're going to have some kind of editing, mate. Too many L's there at once.
The other guy was Andy, mate.
Andy, was it? Oh, sorry, mate. Sorry. Brilliant calls, but you can just, whatever you think, people are different. Obviously nervous the first time they're phoned in, but the positivity, Rudy, yeah?
Oh, it's brilliant, isn't it? You know, signed some cracking players by the looks of things, you know, and the boy was talking about Koulibaly there. I just thought he was an absolute warrior last night, so he was, you know, and then we've got, you know, brought in Mark Allens, went to the board and said, look, how about we do a wee bit of thinking out the box here? What about Steven Gerrard, you know? Or the usual negative stuff in the Scottish press. He's hardly put a foot wrong since he came in. It's brilliant, you know. I'm so pleased. I can't wait now. Every day I'm looking for stuff, you know, want to see stories about Rangers and hoping we've got another signing coming in. And you know, we've had some great results in Europe, you know, played really well, playing some great football, and none more so than last night. You know, that second half, as Big Al was saying there, so proud of the team, the way they played. That's like a proper Rangers team. That's what we've been waiting for the last few seasons. See a proper Rangers team, and it looks like we're heading in that direction. The positivity is absolutely sky high at the moment. I think everybody's just buzzing about it just now, Hawks, you know.
Ulster?
Yeah, the positivity is fantastic. And this is us having won a league game yet, guys. When you see what really takes off, they go on mental. But it's because of what we've been through for so long, and we laugh about, you know, like counting beef from Alloa when we bring these stories up. But I think it's because we've been through all that. Well, yeah, we can't now. We didn't then. We can't now. And I think it's because we've stuck on in there, and we see finally, you know, a team that we're proud of. It is early, but we see that we're a team to be proud of. We're playing good opposition in Europe, and we're winning the games. And I think it's just a real good feel factor that we haven't had for a long time, and it's fantastic.
Bridgeman, you were coming in there, mate?
I was just going to say, look, over and above the football, there's a couple of wee things I would like to say, and one of them is for a second game at European level, that wee corner where the visiting fans sit. I'm afraid that that's not working. There's more than 1,200 seats there getting wasted. I don't know how many they had there last night. Have a dozen? They'd
be better putting them in the dugout next to their team.
I'm saying they could have given them any seat anywhere, in a director's box, anywhere. But my goodness gracious, they could fill. I'm not dead sure they would completely sell out, but on a night like that, yes, they would have. And that just kind of no way. Forgive me, I'm only moaning, but really and truly, Rangers need to do something about that, along with youth, of course, because it might be a requirement, you know.
All right. Evening caller.
Right, guys, how you doing, man? Well,
who's this? What's your name, mate?
William.
Oh, William.
Oh, great name. It's a posh name. Is it a posh name? Are you Willie or are you William?
Aye, Willie. Billy. King Billy, whatever you want to call me today, I'm happy.
King Billy's on the wall. King Billy's on the wall.
How are we doing, William?
I'm fine, man. I'm buzzing. Honestly, I can't believe. I want to know, who's making the signings? Is it Gerrard or is it Mark Allen? Because whoever's marking out these guys has got an eye for talent, by the way, I'll tell you, because every one of them, I can give pass marks to it. Bang on, man, every one of them. I mean, I was in Croatia. I went to Croatia to see the Rangers.
Aye.
And it was the best performance I've seen with McGregor. The keeper was amazing. But see that big boy Barisic we just signed, man?
He was just standing.
The best player on the park. And at Ibrox. I couldn't believe. I'm saying, how's that guy get a headband? He played with a headband before the game even started. I mean, but what a signing we've made, guys. And that's what I want to know. Is it Mark Allen or is it Steven Gerrard? Because whoever it is, they've got an eye and they're doing amazing.
I'll tell you what I do with that question, Molly. I'll put it to my top talent spotter, Fox. You like a bit of talent?
Big Barasic, man. How's that? How's he?
Fox? Who's doing the signings? Oh, we lost Fox. Bridgeman.
Off, man.
I think it's a combination of the two. But primarily, I think they've got some scouts or somebody scouting out there anyway, or wherever they are, and sure as shooting, they're doing a grand job. I think one of the callers earlier actually complimented Mark Allen for the work he's done, and I would like to second that. And the signings and the mere fact that they've got a whole load of players out of the club altogether who were taking a wage. Now, it may have cost us a lot of money, or we've lost a lot of money on it, but I think it's going to be more beneficial that they're not here than they were here and hanging on. So well done to Mark Allen, and I hope it is a combination of him and our manager that's doing the signings.
Well, William, the way the team's turned around in the last, say, 10 weeks, did you see that coming?
No chance, never, man. See, at the very start, I'll be honest with you, with Bury game, I was at the Bury. I've got 2 season tickets. I go every week. I sit at the club deck. I love it. You know what I mean? I go every week and all that, and I've seen the difference. But the first couple of games, I was thinking it's the same stuff with Murphy, back and forward and all that. But we're just gelling, we're just getting used to each other and all that. Now, Gerrard knows the goal's that way. The boys know doing nothing in the absolute Uhrhof. Get the ball in the Uhrhof and do it that end. You know what I mean? And that's the difference. We know where the goal is now. You know what I mean? We know, and we've got a solid defence, we've got a solid keeper. All we need to do is bang your goals in. If we get somebody up there to help Moreira's one in, I'm happy. Bring on September 2nd, tell you, man. Bring them on.
Yep, how long you been listening to the show? How long you been listening to the show? How do you find this?
My first night, man. I work every night. 7. I don't finish at 7 o'clock and all that stuff. I want to just go in, I just chill. Friday night, I'm having a few drinks. I'm half an hour. I'm going to Ibrox. And 12 o'clock, I'll be at Ibrox for me, man. Getting across the park and all that. See what this thing is, the big thing with him and Andy Gorham's doing a talk at 1 o'clock and all that stuff. So I'll be there.
All right, brilliant, mate. Brilliant.
Willie, is it vodka you drink?
I've just had a couple. How do you know that?
Oh, I just thought I'd ask you, because there's another old fellow on here likes a wee vodka, and this is 40 ounce on Friday.
Aye.
Yeah, we've been joined by Gallant Pioneer.
All right, how we doing, Gallant?
Doing the best, folks. Thank you. How are you?
All right, mate.
Hey, Gallant.
What's on your mind, mate?
Last night's performance, fantastic, wasn't it?
I really enjoyed it, mate. We were the piece, mate. I thought we were excellent the first half and excellent the whole of the second half.
Definitely. So, guys, can I just say, though, see the teams we are beating, the teams we have bet are no mugs. We've outperformed them, but they were decent teams, by the way. You know what I mean? Absolutely. The two of them won 5-2 the games before we beat them. I mean, so they've scored the goals now, but we kept clean sheets against one of them. That guy scored an amazing goal last night, but whether it was a goal or a half-side or what, I don't know, man. But what a shot. But I tell you, we're doing well, man. You know what I mean? We're doing well.
Here, mate.
Hiya, boys.
We're getting there. We're getting there. On you go, Gallant.
Last night's performance, first 15 minutes.
Rangers one. You got a jumper?
Live music. On you go, Gallant.
I thought I was getting a new jumper there. First 15 minutes, fantastic. Played really, really well. First to the ball, quick to the tackle, and then they upped their tempo a bit, and we sort of struggled after that to sort of try and get back into it. Their captain, sort of a burly-looking fella, very, very, very good player, good touch, plenty about him. Their goal, I thought, was a bit of a fluke. I mean, the way his foot was shaped, it looked like he was going across the ball, but it sort of curled. But I don't think he meant it. But either that, there was still a cracking finish. Then the second half, we were unplayable. I don't think there's too many teams would have stood up with us there last night. Only one bad thing I could say about last night's performance was Flanagan at left back. There was a couple of times he got caught out, but I think it was because he got that yellow card and he didn't want to make a rash tackle. There was one of us sort of played over his shoulder and your man get in behind him. If it hadn't been for the yellow card, I think he would have just wiped him out. I tell you what, I can't wait till we play them soap dodgers. So he's gonna kill all around him, I reckon. And Koulibaly, that man needs tested. He's not human.
He covers every blade.
Oh man, I don't know what they're feeding him, but Jesus, that man doesn't stop. And not only does he stop, he just wrecks whatever's in front of him.
He's an absolute machine, Gallant, isn't he?
He's a powerhouse.
Aye, fantastic player. So he is.
Whoever done the scouting for that boy, well, fair play to them. Have made their wage, because fantastic player. I don't know how we got the hold of him. They have the deal that we have with him is what they had with him with the last club. They took him on loan with a view to buy him, and we've done the exact same. We took him on loan with a view to buy him.
Was he your man in the match last night, Gallant?
For me, by far, I thought he was man of the match.
Right.
Morelos had a good game, and he had a hand in all the goals. But I thought Koulibaly was just different gravy. I really did.
Different gravy. Anyway, lads, I don't quite quickly. We've reached that time in the evening. If you don't mind going on mute, we'll have a tune for your folks.
In 1912, a home rule bill England would impose, and so Lord Carson he did raise an army to oppose. But off to France our boys were sent, and Carson he did say, don't take our sons and tell the Huns that we are on our way. And we're coming, we are coming down the road. We're the volunteers of the UVF, and we're coming down the road. We're coming, we are coming And so how far have we now come? How far have we to go? And those we thought who were our friends now stand beside the foe. But take you heed, the price is high, and you will have to pay. So listen now and heed my words, for we are on our way. And we're coming, we are coming down the road. We're the 1st Battalion UVF, and we're coming down the road. We're coming, we are coming down the road. We're the 1st Battalion UVF, and we're coming down the road. We're coming, we are coming down the road. We're the volunteers of the UVF, and we're coming down the road. We're coming, we are coming down the road. We're the volunteers of the UVF, and we're coming down the road. We're the volunteers of the UVF, and we're coming down the road.
We're coming, and we're coming down the road. What about Ulster?
On yourself, Rich.
That wasn't for Ulster, that was for Gallant Pioneer.
Absolutely.
Yes. I'll tell you one thing, the Rangers are coming.
I'd love to hear that getting battered out the first league game at Ibrox against that mob. Whole Ibrox singing that would be just fabulous. Just fabulous.
I think there may be a bit of a kick-up about that.
I don't think so. There's nothing in it, is it?
We're past Karen. All right, look, we're betwixt and between, because obviously Friday night game last night, we're looking forward to Sunday's game, but we had a good interview with the manager and Big Bora the day, so if you don't mind going on mute, we'll hear from your manager and we can discuss what he says after we hear from him and Bora. So go on mute, lads.
Borsa, can you tell us how you feel about being here and how this move has come about for you, because it seems to have happened pretty quickly?
Yes, for first I want to say hello to everyone, and sorry for my English, it's not perfect really. I'm very happy to be part of this club. This is a very, very big club with great teammates, great staff. Everyone are very pleasure, gentlemen, and I'm very happy.
When you played here last week for Osijek, did you know at that point that you might be moving here as a player?
No, I don't know this. I play like I'm captain and I'm in Osijek, so I'm very happy to be there now.
What do you feel you can achieve with this Rangers team here?
I don't like to speak for the future, but my mentality is that I always want to win. I want to win everything what we can. We need to train like this, play like this, and that's the most important thing.
What do you think the main differences will be between Osijek and Rangers?
Differences? There's many differences, you know. In the club, around club, there is games are more aggressive, football is more aggressive, and I need to adapt fast as I can on this, and that's it.
Are you looking forward to maybe going out in a Rangers top on Sunday rather than playing in an away top in front of the Rangers fans this time round?
Yes. We will see. I hope that I will.
Are you looking forward to playing in front of that atmosphere?
Yes, this is top atmosphere. Really top atmosphere. Yesterday we saw that. I feel this when we play with Osijek. Its fans are really positive, crazy. Yes, positive, crazy. And I like that really.
You were in the Croatia World Cup squad, the pre-tournament squad. Do you think coming to Rangers can advance your international ambitions and help you get into the squad permanently?
Yes, of course. If I play good, I can be national team, of course.
Is this the type of club that gives you that platform to make a longer stay in the international squad?
Yes.
Did you speak with Nikola Katic at all before you came to Rangers, and if so, what did he tell you about the club?
Yes, of course, I speak with him. He say everything is top, on top level. Boss is top, staff is top, teammates are top, fans are top, everything is amazing, and that's it.
What did he say about the translation?
No, it's not. I'm just kidding. Everything is top.
You're already a fan favourite on social media, a bit of a cult hero on Twitter and on things like that with the fans. Are you aware of that, just how warmly you've been received here by the fans?
Yes. When I come there, I get a lot of messages. Thanks for all the fans, for all the messages. But now I need to give this back on the pitch. That's for me most important, to play very good football, to win every possible game. And that's the most important thing, to make them happy.
Stephen, just looking back on the game, you've had time to sleep on it. What was your assessment of last night's win?
Delighted with the result. It's obviously the advantage is with us at half time. We realise that there's still a lot of hard work to do in the second leg. We know Maribor are going to come. We know they've got quality players, and we know they've got that Champions League experience. And I think even though we won the game and deservedly won the game, you could see the threat that came from Maribor. They've got quality players, so my players know very clearly that this job is not done, it's not over, and there's still a lot of hard work to do in the second leg.
As well as that, obviously going into that second leg, but not looking too far ahead, it's going to be a tough task, but you're full focus on, I suppose, winning that game, not changing the mentality of the squad too much.
My full focus now is St Mirren. I think we have to park the Europa League up at the moment. We've got a big league game, first league game at home at Ibrox at the weekend. It's important that we get off to a positive start and try and get maximum points. And St Mirren will be a different challenge. They're going to come with a good organisation. I watched them last week against Dundee, and they got a very good win, so I'm sure the confidence is high coming to Ibrox, and they're going to be looking to get a shock result, and we have to be ready for that challenge first and foremost before we worry about the second leg.
Looking forward to a reunion with Alan Stubbs as well, plenty of battles against him in your time.
Yeah, of course, and we live in a similar area back in Liverpool, so I know Alan quite well, and he's a good football man. He had a fantastic career, and he's cutting it now in the management, and got a lot of respect for him, and I'm looking forward to the challenge. I know he'll be desperate to get one up on me and get a good result for his team. So I think the SPL is very exciting at the moment. There's a lot of challenges there. Last week going up against Derek McInnes, someone who I've looked up to for many years as a manager, played against him as well, and now we're battling it out on the sideline, and there's more big challenges down the road as well. So it's an exciting time to be a manager in the SPL. I'm looking forward to all the challenges.
Stephen, one of the big flaws with Rangers in recent seasons has been the home form, not winning the games that matter in terms of picking up the bread and butter points week in, week out. You want to make Ibrox a fortress again in the league. Is a game like Sunday's the one which should emphasise where your team is at with regards to winning those games?
Yes, these are games that we have to win and take maximum points from. The idea is to try and make Ibrox a fortress, but I think the mentality has to be whatever team come to Ibrox in whatever competition, we need to own the stadium. We need to perform like a Rangers team should perform, which is front foot aggressive, and we control it. With our style, how we want it to look. We're not good enough at the moment, and we haven't been good enough of late in terms of over the last few years to pick and choose our games when we turn up and who we turn up against. We can't just think, oh well, it's a big game today, we'll turn up. Every single game's big at Ibrox, whether it be in the league, whether it be in the Cup, the Europa League. That's got to be the mentality. Whoever comes into our stadium has to feel this new Rangers team.
Do you feel confident enough to, with the fact you're fighting on two fronts, and you've got the game next Thursday, to mix and match the team and make a few changes?
Do I feel confident in doing that? I've got confidence in my squad. Obviously a couple of bodies have gone out over the last couple of days, with time we'll try and replace them bodies. But yeah, in terms of the squad strength and depth, I'm very happy.
On that, with the English window now shut, do you feel that you could take advantage of that, given that there might be a few players playing in the Premier League who are not going to be featuring over the next 2 or 3 weeks, could be kicking their heels, could be available for loan deals maybe at the end of the month?
Possibly.
Is that something you've investigated?
Possibly.
How's Ryan Jack?
Improving. He's obviously had a big bang there last week at Aberdeen, and he's took it well. He's a brave boy. He's recovering well. He's doing everything he can to get back out on the pitch. He was out with the physio today, so he's back on his feet in amongst training, and hopefully after the weekend he can be back in full training.
So Sunday's not an option for
He's
him?
not involved on Sunday.
Charles was asking there about the home form such like and how encouraged you are by it. Is the way that the team started in these 3 qualifiers at home, is that giving you that encouragement that the team is feeling itself and is comfortable playing in that sort of arena when the pressure's on?
I think, to be fair to the players, they're trying to make the supporters proud of the team. They understand that they haven't been, at it for the last couple of seasons, and the fans demand more, and the expectations are high. They understand that, and they're doing the best to deliver performances that the fans are proud of. And I feel as if every home game we're growing and getting that little bit more confidence and a little bit more belief in ourselves. And I think the second half performance last night was the strongest we've looked. If you look at a 45 minutes, and the challenge for us is, can we play with that intensity and aggression over the 90 minutes and really become a strong team consistently at home? That's the challenge for us.
A lot's been said at the start of the season about how good the defence is looking, how solid it's been. I suppose you're now looking to add layers to that, and it looks from last night's performance that the spine of your team's really starting to take shape. You've got Lasana in there who's just sort of bulldozing his way through teams, and Alfredo sort of back to his best. Is that what you feel that the team is now starting just to combine and come into the sort of shape that you're looking for?
Well, the spine of the team was my priority when I walked in the door. I think any team that wants to be successful and challenge and find consistency, it's very important you have a strong spine. From your keeper to your front man, you have to have winners, you have to have players with a good mentality, who are physically strong as well. And then you put in the good pieces around that spine, and that's the idea. And we're getting really close to having the finished squad that we're looking for. I think obviously adding Borna to that down the left side has certainly strengthened us down the left as well. And we're in good shape. We're in a good place.
I know you don't like to talk about speculation and things like that, but there's been some suggestions this week about Dominic Solanke from Liverpool might be coming out. Is there anything more you can tell us about
speculation. It's just speculation.
How much has Alfredo Morelos changed in the time that you've been here? How hard has he had to go and work on his fitness and his game, and how impressed have you been with his kind of attitude and his performances?
His attitude's been spot on. His professionalism's been spot on. I think his performances are getting better and better. I think he's looking very lean, in good shape. He's worked very, very hard from day one, and we can see a massive improvement. In the player, he looks happy. He looks like he's enjoying his football, and I'm delighted to have him here and really enjoying working with him. And we believe there's lots more to come from the player.
You were full of praise for Lasana Coulibaly last night, a player that you've got on loan. Is there an option there to secure him on a permanent basis? And if not, is that something that you'd be keen to look at?
I think what we need to do right now is just enjoy the player. He's had 3 full games for us. He didn't really have many games in pre-season, so if you're candid about it, he's still in pre-season in terms of fitness and where he can get to, but he's starting to find some consistency. I thought against Aberdeen he was superb, put a real selfless performance out there for the team, a lot of running, a lot of dirty running for the team, and again last night I thought he was superb again. So if we can find that consistency from Lasana, I think we can enjoy him for the full season. Anything beyond that, we'll have to wait and see what happens.
I suppose the danger is that if he continues to put in fantastic performances for yourself, you'd be delighted with that, but it does alert other managers to perhaps a bit of a hidden gem.
It's life. That's life.
Any other team news over the weekend?
What you want to know?
Any of the other injured boys, are they likely to come back?
No major problems from last night. A couple of kicks and bumps and a bit of stiffness. Not a major to report, just the ones that we've spoke about before. and obviously Jacko. It's too soon for Jacko. That's it really. Borna's available, which is nice. So he'll add to the squad that was there last night, and we're looking forward to the game on Sunday. It'll be a good challenge for us.
In terms of Jordan and Graham, any update on their recoveries?
Not too sure on Graham just yet. He's off to see a specialist for an update, so we'll wait for that in the coming days. And Jordan Roster's progressing well. He won't be too long, but it'll still be a couple of weeks, I think.
What's been encouraging for you again is getting another body back in terms of that squad and just adding to.
We want strength and depth, and we want good players. All fighting with each other for positions. That's how you find consistency. Everyone wants to play in the 11. We're hoping that we keep progressing in the Europa League, so we've got a lot of games, and having 2 players at a good level in each position means that I've got a healthy squad to pick from, and the players just all need to understand, when they're called upon, they need to be ready to come and perform and do the shirt justice.
I think your old club kick off an hour and a half before you do on Sunday. You probably won't get to see it, but what have you made of their recruitment over the summer?
I can maybe catch the first half. I'll get all the work done, so we can try and catch the first half. No, I wish them all the best. I think they're looking very strong. I think they've recruited very well. Everyone knows I'm a huge Liverpool fan, and I always will be, and I'll be looking in from afar, and I wish them every success. They're very capable, tremendous squad, fantastic manager, so it's all there for them. I wish them all the best.
Thanks for that, Fox. Are you with us, Fox?
I am, mate.
All right. Are we all back, gentlemen?
Yes.
Yep, back.
We'll start with our new signing. How are you pronouncing it, Bridge? I like your dulcet tones. How are you pronouncing the new left back?
Bornan. I can't even remember. How you pronounce it.
Bornan, what about yourself, Fox?
Borna Barasic.
Borna Barasic. Big Borna.
Barasic.
BB.
Borna Bear.
Borna Bear. I like that one. Yes. Yes, I was. I was born a bear, yes.
I thought it was something Ichi. Was it Barici or something like that?
Barisic.
Barisic, that's the one.
Barisi's Italian.
That's all right. Don't worry about it. I know who he is. Barici, I love him.
We'll just call him Big Bandage.
Right.
Nice to see him with it, wasn't
it? Great. Looks value for money, Rudy. Looks as if what we've seen. Obviously, we've not seen him week in, but he comes with just missed out in the Croatian World Cup squad.
Yeah.
Could be a steal, mate.
He could die, absolutely. I mean, the 2 games that I think it was it Gallant Pioneer maybe mentioned, the 2 games that we played against Osijek, he was certainly the best player, wasn't he? I mean, they had a couple of tasty players, though, But he certainly looked the pick of the bunch for them. It's like I said the other night. I know you're not going to pay 2.2 million and leave the guy sitting on the bench, are you? He'll be playing on Sunday, I would imagine, Ox. I think
that'll improve our team, mate. I really do. No offence to John Flanagan, who has done okay, I think. His left foot, his endeavour up that left is going to improve our team, in my opinion, Rudy.
Well, we've seen how he likes to play against us, don't we? And I tell you what, he looks like he's excellent. His delivery looks excellent into the box as well. It looks like he's a good, hard-working fullback that knows how to get up and down that left side. He's a natural left-sided player, which John Flanagan isn't, as you say. And he heard to John Flanagan, but you're as well to have a player in there that knows how to play on that side of the park proper, and that's what this guy is. I'm really looking forward to seeing him, Ox. I think he'll add a lot to the team, a hell of a lot, and I think we'll see him on Sunday.
All right, before we take on the call, evening, Wheels.
How we doing, guys?
All right, Wheels. How you doing, mate?
Hi, Wheels.
What's on your mind, Wheels?
I'll tell you what, first things first, if that's not Koulibaly at full fitness, I think every single player in the SPL should be afraid.
Good point, mate. Good point.
As that reporter said, he's been bulldozing his way through teams.
I seen a good quote today, so I did about Koulibaly. Liam Nielsen, it was a picture of his quote, and it says, "I don't know who you are, but I will find you and I will kill you." And then the other side of the call, it goes, "It's Koulibaly here. Oh, sorry, wrong number."
The boy
I've got a special set of first.
I liked what he said about giving back to the fans, you know, for the kind messages that we've been sending them. It was excellent in the 2 games he played against us, so if that's a sign of things to come, then I think we've found another wee gem possibly there. But listen, guys, I'm still buzzing after last night. I'm really buzzing. The talk and work the day was all about Koulibaly, though. It was just constant the entire day, talking about the boy. He's an absolute find. So I am a very happy bear tonight, guys.
Good man, Wheels. Good man, Wheels. Gallant, the left back, a natural left back playing in there. Our team's going to improve, mate.
It has to, yeah, of course it does. I don't know if anybody noticed, he took all their set pieces and his delivery was second to none.
Absolutely,
his left peg is like a wand. And we haven't had a brilliant set piece taker in I don't know how many years. And for me, that can only improve us.
Tav might have competition, Bridgeman.
Yeah, I think so. I've been saying for a long time we need to get somebody for the left side with a left leaning, you know, from a left-footed player. You could see it the other night there when Tavernier, but when Flanagan and Katic for that matter.
Is that because your school was full of left footers?
No, but you know what I mean. You could see them trying to clear the ball out close to the wing, you know, and they were getting the ball, but they weren't quite getting because they're not natural left-footed. And the ball was just swerving out or just bouncing out and things like that, which is when you see, if that had been a left footer, they'd be able to just chip the ball up or do what they wanted to do with it because you got a lot more control. But they're great pushing the ball back across. So everything else about their game's good. But when they're trying to advance down the left, come straight down the left with a ball at the left foot to try and get past the guys, you see them having to switch into the right. And I'm not saying it's a dead giveaway, but you know what I mean. It's a handicap for them. And I think this guy will provide the start anyway. This guy will provide that on the left from a defensive perspective, maybe even up into midfield. And I'd love to see the boy Middleton getting a game. That gives us 2 natural left-footed players running down the left. As far as I know, he's left-footed anyway. In case I make a mistake there, but it would be magic to see. Just great.
Ulster?
Yeah, first of all, the interview was fantastic, mate. Uses classic again. I like the way he wants a fortress at Ibrox. A proper Rangers side winning, you know, taking all games no matter what competition we're in, and really go for it, which is fantastic. Something we've been needing for a long time. Going for obviously the new signing. I think he is a fantastic player, mate. He was maybe the best player over the 2 legs. He was a standout for most Spurs. I think a lot of us were talking about him. He was fantastic. So I think he will be the left back because sometimes Flanagan does look. And you noticed it yourself, mate, a few times last night. Flanagan does look like a right back playing at left back at times. He is good enough to play there, but just few incidents that are maybe show a wee bit of weakness because it's not his proper side. So I think you'll see the big man playing there more regularly, mate, definitely in the league games because he can't play in Europe if we get to the group stages. And then there's a fight on for right back, but I think Tav will keep his position. But it's good to have this. You know, it's good to have these options. I think, as you said, the Holiday or the Hodgson comment was fair, mate. I think he's a lot better, obviously, but Flanagan will be the type of player, if there's ever injuries or you need to switch it up, we know he can play at right back because of his history, and we know that he can play and do a job at left back, as from what we've seen in most of these last games since he's been playing, mate. So it's great to have all these options and friendly people in the club who are good. And yeah, it's just great options to have. And who would have thought you'd been talking about maybe Flanagan, the class of Flanagan, a player last season. Could you have thought that he'd maybe struggle to keep a position? No chance. It just shows you how far we've come on, doesn't it?
That's a good point, Ulster. Yeah, I mean, you've got Flanagan there at the left back position, and you bring in a Croatian international. God, we couldn't have seen that, could we? About 10, well, I don't know, maybe 10 months ago, 6 months ago, even. Wow.
10 weeks ago.
10 weeks ago.
I know. Yeah.
Have you any noticed when Flanagan makes a tackle when he's out in the man-to-man stuff, and he always ends up, it's as if the guy ends up on the goal side of him. Each time it happens, if he doesn't win the ball, the guy ends up on goal side of him. It's just the way that a naturally right-sided player would put the tackle in, thinking he's out in the right, you know what I mean? And ends up the guy's at the goal side of him. I just wish he needs help out there anyway, that's for sure.
I think he done all right last night, Bridge.
Absolutely. There's no failure. Not a failure in the team.
I liked where he gave the Maribor dugout a wee bit of grief. I thought that was pretty cool.
By the way,
he was just saying hello to him, Rudy.
I never saw it. I never saw what happened there. What actually happened?
Oh, he tackled. He went in for quite a hefty tackle, and the boy hit the deck, and the dugout, but they were going to be a bit mental, so he just got up and he gave him a wee bit, of luck. In a way, I won't tell you what he said. I'd need to put a pound this. Is what he said. I'd need to put a pound this. Is what he said. I'd need to put. I'd need to put a pound in the swear box, you know what I mean? But he gave him a wee bit of grief who was walking away. But it showed a bit of fight, but that's what I liked about it. He was up for it, He was up for it.
Anyway, we'll be joined by a caller.
How you doing? It's Mackie again, boys. How you doing? I had you got in there. We were talking about Tav. Do you remember when Hutton was there? Young, he was raw. He couldn't right back. He couldn't defend for his life. He grew into the role. He ended up being fantastic, and well, the rest is history. I mean, he done well for himself. I feel with Tavernier that there's so much more to him. But as I said earlier, what's going to happen with Flanagan and this left back for Croatia coming in? I do worry for. I mean, it's just as Stevie G wants. He's got so many people now covering different positions. It's a good thing for us, but you worry for players, what we all like. But at the end of the day, it's all about the Rangers,
Stevie G's got a job today. On you go, Rudy.
I don't see Flanagan taking Tavernier's place, Mackie. I really don't.
I understand that.
I think Tav gives us so much.
Do you think that's how he only signed a 1-year contract then?
That's a possibility.
It was a short-term fix. Maybe a short-term fix.
Possibly. Maybe he's just looked ahead for this. He's thought, right, we'll get this season out the way, and then we can do a bit more planning for the following season after that. I don't see anybody taking Tav's position on the right side at this moment. I just think you seen him last night. He was on fire last night, Tav.
And that's my point, babe. I'm talking about Hutton. There's a lot of resemblance there with Alan Hutton when he was in his prime. The runs and it's fantastic. But there's always a wee slip up. But he's getting there.
But I'll tell you something about Tav last night, and I've not heard anybody mention it between last night and tonight, talking about last night's game. Did you see the 2 tackles, goal-saving tackles that Tav put in? Split-second, last-minute tackles, and he stopped the boys right in the penalty box. 2 cracking tackles. And we haven't seen that kind of thing for Tav before. And he done it last night. Twice he done it, and it was absolutely fantastic. I think the first time he done it, Tom Miller thought it was Koulibaly until Kevin Thompson said, no, that was Tav that done that, last minute tackle.
I think what Alex Ray said during the week, it's all about man management, and we never had that since Walter Smith. And Stevie G seems to have the man management with the players spot on. He seems to bring out that extra 10% with them.
We can be fighting quite quickly if we can get through on Thursday. We're maybe favourites after that to go through to the group stages.
Certainly, aye.
We'll get
look what happened with since that Russian team again. St. Petersburg or whatever it is. They get gubbed 4-0. I mean, there's a lot of shock results in there.
Aye, well, we're going to have next Saturday. We've got next Sunday a League Cup tie, and that's when Mr. Gerrard will will maybe shuffle his pack accordingly. Now, if we were playing at Rugby Park and Tav was on the bench, maybe it's the right thing to do for Tav and the team. And that'll be the choices that a good manager will make. You know, that he's got to see the big picture, Mackie.
Absolutely. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Is that, as I say, with man management, Ryan Jack, he was in and out. I know he was injured, but what he has got out of him is fantastic. I mean, what a player he was. I mean, against Aberdeen and the game, but I mean, before he get the injury, I mean, that was some elbow in the back of the head, by the way. What a player. He's transformed into a fantastic young player. And I can't wait to see what he's going to be in the future.
Mackie, you know, I honestly believe, look what I've seen up to now this season, the young Flanagan there, I really believe sincerely, if we get through to the group stages of the Europa League, I reckon it won't be long after that he gets offered a new contract to ensure he's going to be covered for the fullbacks, because he's playing really well. I think he's a smashing. I think he's a smashing steal. A real steal,
he's so good in the tackles, isn't he? Yeah.
If he continues like that and he gets another contract, maybe a 2 or 3 year one, then there's value in him for sure.
I think that as well. It's all about making money for the team. I think Gerrard's thinking about the future, what we can make of him.
I think one of the things that pleased me as well when Stevie Gerrard, I don't know if you had the interview, Mackie, I'll go to you first and then I'll go to Wheels. That he says, look, that's gone now. St Mirren, focus, win that game, and then move on. We'll start thinking about the tie next week.
Yeah.
Oh, aye. Such a focused manager, definitely. Yeah. For a young man, anyway, he's so focused. He knows what he's doing.
Ages with myself and Bridge.
He's very much a here and now kind of person, isn't he? He's
certainly.
He's all about what's happening at the moment, and I think he was like that as a player. Do you know what I mean? He never liked to look into the future as a player either. And Borna said it as well. You know, he was like, I'm not thinking about the future. I'm just wanting to do what I can.
Here and now, certainly. You worded it.
Can I ask you something? Can I ask you something? Do you think these youngsters that we've got playing, that boy Kent, Jera, Koulibaly, do you think these boys are really enjoying playing for Rangers? Absolutely. And here you are.
Can I say something? I'll reword that, guys. I think they're enjoying also playing for Gerrard. You know.
No. All I was going to say was, here we are. These young lads. A month or two ago, these young lads were, shall we say, maybe going to get a game for their first team. Here they are playing for the famous, and they're potentially a good run in the Europa League. Absolutely unbelievable for them. What a change in their fortunes. Marvellous.
Fantastic. Honestly, fantastic. He has brought out players. He's done a great job. I must admit, Steven Gerrard, I mean, my hat off to him. What a manager so far. But it's going to be a long season, so we need to stick by him, and that's it.
Can I ask you something, mate? It's Wheels here. You'll know me as Wheels. Out of the signings that you've seen so far, who's been your kind of standout?
Do you know what? I'm a big Alfredo fan. All the signings so far. See big Katic. I think he's fantastic, but also
no nonsense.
Connor Golson.
No nonsense.
Yeah, Connor Golson. The two of them seem to have clicked perfect. You know, and you need to remember they're raw. I mean, there's so much more to come for them, so it can only get better. But as I said, I'm a big Morelos fan, so I just believe he's going to get better and better and better, and I think he's going to shut his critics up right good, you know. And it's going to come heavy, man, on you know who.
Ooh. On you go, Wheels.
I totally agree with you, Mackie. I think just what you said at the end there, let's face it, the cracks are already appearing across the road. So that's all we need to say about that.
Certainly.
What about the young boys like Middleton and Kent and all that? What's been your thoughts on them?
I would have put Middleton right away in instead of Kent, to be honest with you. I know what you're saying about Kent. I think we're talking about Kent and all that, bring them in and Europa experience. But Middleton, I think he's a standout right away. I was at the the friendly with Bury, I know it was a 6-0, it was a walkover. And I've seen him on tele, obviously, like everyone else, but the boy is fantastic. He doesn't care. There's no threat. He just runs at the defenders. He's fantastic. He's only got one thing in his mind. He's like Candias, you know. He's got one thing in his mind. Put the ball in. He's fantastic. I would play him in front of Jamie Murphy any day. I really would. That's my opinion anyway, you know.
I actually thought Jamie Murphy done a bit better last night when he came on.
He did, but
I don't think he was great up at Pittodrie, but
I don't think you can see the difference with quality now. But as I said, with Steve Gerrard, bring his own players in. You can see the difference now.
I think for Jamie Murphy's situation, he's got that young boy Middleton there who plays in the left, and Ryan Kent. He's really got Jamie Murphy's going to have to up his game a wee bit now because they two boys are quality players, the two of them, you know. If he gives the two boys a bit of daylight, he'll struggle to get past any of the two of them to get in the team on a regular basis.
I think one of the things I like about young Kent is when he's covering back, he's not scared to give away the foul. You know, some youngsters will let the guy run away from him in case they give a foul away. He's not scared to give the foul away, you know.
Yeah.
For the team, that is, you know, for the team.
Rudy, see with Murphy, do you think he's capable of upping his game to the level?
Yeah, he's a good player, Jamie Murphy. You know, I think the problem, I've talked about it on many an occasion, Wheels, you know, Murphy's playing a right-footed player and he's playing on the left-hand side of the park just now, you know, and it's where he's been playing. I think we played him in the right once or twice possibly last season, but he's been on the left for most of the time he's been at Rangers, you know, whereas Middleton and Ryan Kent are proper left-sided players, you know, so they've got that maybe slight advantage ahead of him, you know. But he's a good player.
What is Jamie Murphy's preferred position then?
That's a good point. I mean, he can play left and right and number 10. That would be the sort of three positions for me.
See, I thought it was a left-sided player.
So did I. But then again, that's a good point what you're saying there. You don't think he is. He doesn't. Like the way he takes it inside and all that, there's more right-footed there.
Well, he's no left-footed at all. He's totally right-footed.
Exactly. So our left side is all right-footed players, you know.
I think the game against Burnley when we started, we didn't have a left-footed player on the pitch, mate.
I know, it's mental. Huh?
No, Burnley, sorry, Bury.
Bury, aye.
But for me, Jamie Murphy's an intelligent football player. Well, he might become a bit back player. A lovely cross for the third goal. He looked a wee bit more promising last night. Competition for places, you always have casualties, Mackie.
Aye, and it's a good thing, I suppose. Listen, I'm away to have a wee rum, man. Enjoy your night, guys.
All right, always a pleasure, mate. Don't be a stranger, all right?
Mackie, see you later.
No, certainly not. I'll see you later, guys. Right.
See you, Mackie.
Bye.
See you, buddy.
I hate when these intelligent guys phone up Bridge. They make us look stupid.
I have to be honest, it wouldn't be too easy.
I miss Ibrox. I miss Ibrox loyal, my mate. While we're talking about mates, I don't want to go into details, but I just want to say a big shout out to my mate Travel Rug, who's in Norway with his family. A big shout out to Travel Rug for everybody at Rangers Radio.
Here. Have a good holiday.
I never said he was on holiday.
Oh, well, okay.
All right, a big shout out to Travel Rock.
Here.
All right, on you go, Bridge.
I was just going to say, when you talk about that boy, Kent, that boy, he's like two-footed in a sense. He takes the corners with both. You know, he can take a right-footed corner and a left-footed corner, and that's quite impressive. I quite like that. I like people to be like that. Obviously, not a natural left-footer by any stretch of the imagination. But it's looking positive for our team. I just hope that we can balance it as quickly as possible. This boy, what do you call him? Bonner. What's his name? Barisic. When he comes in, oh my goodness, that's going to change. They're going to need a couple of games just to get used to playing with a left-sided player. You know what I mean?
All right, I'll go on the panel.
For
me, he'll start on Sunday. Fox.
What one?
Boric.
Oh, aye, he'll definitely start. I heard you earlier on talking about the Maribor game. Who's going to play at left back, mate? James Taverner has played at left back in his career. And the young boy you're talking about, Kent's a wee bit like the boy that just left there. He also started out his career as a left back as well, I'm quite sure. Brian Kent. So,
all right, okay. All right, we'll see where it takes us. And you come, Rudy. Big Borac start for you on Sunday.
Yeah, definitely Barisic. As I said last night, you don't pay 2.2 million for a player and leave him sitting on the bench. He's quality. He's been up and running. He's played, the Europa League games against us, so he's ready to go. So you put him straight into the team. You've got a proper left-sided fullback there who can get up and down the left side of the park and has an absolute beautiful left foot. You know, he's crossing into the box is superb. So yeah, he starts for me. I would play him.
Ulster.
Yeah, definitely, mate. I think we need to play him. We've seen already. He's fully match fit. We've seen that over the 2 games, man. He was very, very, very good. And I can't wait to see him on Sunday. And lucky Bears, whoever's there, because he'll definitely feature. He'll definitely start for me, mate.
All right. Wheels?
I'm going to pull you up there, Ox. Did you say Boric? Let's not be having that.
Did he say that, Wheels? Did he?
It's his pronunciation. It's a bit wonky.
Do you want me to show you a trick, Wheels?
No, for me.
Do you want me to show you a trick?
I don't know.
Just with one click of the button, you disappear. You never come back again.
Oh,
that's a bad threat.
No, it's not a threat. It's a promise. On you go.
We're good friends, Ox. We're good friends.
Who told you that?
He definitely starts, mate. 100%. As Rudy said, he's got some left peg on him. Do you know what I mean? He can put great balls into the box and cause that St Mirren defence a lot of problems. So,
can he score goals for you, mate? Can you get half a dozen goals?
I think for whether it's corners or free kicks into the box, I think he could notch a few. Because what we've seen with set pieces, we've already improved a lot for set pieces. Katic has already banged in a couple with corners.
I think one of our callers is back. Wheels, how we doing, mate?
Hi, how you doing? This is my name's Aldo. How you doing, mate? You all right?
All right, Aldo, how you doing yourself?
I'm no bad, mate. No bad. Just on the old Borna Bear. I like that one. Borna Bear, know what I mean? I like that. But he looks like a unit, doesn't he? Looks like a wee bit fucking handy. Sorry. Looks a bit handy at left back. I think he could maybe slot into left centre back, maybe, if times are hard.
Bridgeman?
Maybe. He's a big boy, isn't he? He looks a bit handy.
6'1", I believe, is that right, Bridge?
6'1", he's playing left back, you know what I mean? I think he could fill in. He's a Croatian. They're a bit of a boy, aren't they?
Aldo, if it was me, and I'm not being funny when I say this, and all the boys in here would tell you, if it was me, I'd be playing with him as the left side of a back three. That's what I would have.
Mate,
I'd be playing,
thank you.
I'd be playing 3-5-2.
That was my next one. That was my next one with 2 wing backs. That's deadly. But who's your left wing back though? Do you play Tab on the right and Flanagan on the left? I don't know how we do that though, because we just went and lost Declan John. I thought he would have been handy. A wee bit of wing back, running it. Whoever.
Depends. If you play the 3, it depends if you're going for all attack to maybe at home to say St Mirren. And when you want to go for the ball and you want to go forward, you play Kent and
then you end up falling out the old Walter Smith, didn't you? Like the old 5-4-1 formation or 4-5-1. But I think he's going to be a great signing. I really do. I think we've knocked it off with that. To be fair,
the good thing about
especially if you play next to Katic as well. Two countrymen, you know what I mean? A bit of understanding, can talk the language, talk to each other, you know what I mean?
That's a fair point, mate, about the
Actually, they can talk better English than me.
Yeah, that's also a fair point.
But supposedly the guy can work a ball on as well. I didn't see him when he played for that Croatian mob. I didn't know this. I don't know this. So
Aldo,
imagine.
magnificent left foot, Aldo. A magnificent left foot.
Right, so imagine Borna on the left and Tavernier on the right. Whitman Boz. All you need is a big centre, big fucking get a foot in there.
What's your line,
Get a big foot in.
Aldo?
I'm sorry. Get a big foot up there. Bang. Jobs are good, innit?
Aye.
So how did you manage to get us then, Aldo?
What's that? Sorry.
How did you find us?
My pal shared it on Facebook.
Oh, excellent. Well done. So
Good.
big welcome to Radio Pal.
I love it. She listened to it. It's been great. So I just put my point across. You know what I mean? Borna, I think he can sit into a back three with two wing backs. We've got a bit of diversity now to what we've had. You know what I mean? We can move stuff about. I think
the great thing about
we can move players to wherever. Look, you've got McCrory, who I think is a defensive midfielder, can drop into centre back. But he should learn his trade at defensive mid first and play the ball nice and easy and learn for there first. Look, Gerald says he was getting wasted at centre back. He should have learned his trade at defensive mid. Cassini nearly broke him playing with centre back in big games.
I don't see him as
he's a talent. He's a talent. You know what I mean? But we've got diversity now. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think if you play Tavernier at right wing, and he could do a good job. We can do there.
I don't see
venting a wee bit.
Great points, Aldo. I'll take them on you go, Rudy.
No, I don't see McCrory as a centre back really. You know, he's got to. He made a good point, Aldo. There, he's got to learn his CDM position first. I'd much rather see him in there than play at centre back, to be honest. I don't actually see McCrory playing as much this season as he did last season, which is a good thing for him because he's still a young player. He's still got a lot of learning to do. He's still a young player. I think we put too much weight in his shoulders last season because we were so woeful at times, and we brought a young player through who we expected and hoped would do the business for us. This takes a bit of weight off his shoulders. He'll come in, maybe the last 20 minutes of a game, and Steven Gerrard will put him on, bring him into the position, and say, right, there you go, just shore it up for us in front of the back four. Let's get. So it takes a bit of the weight off his shoulders, Aldo, because there was a lot expected of him last season. So there was.
See the other point Aldo makes about the 3-5-2 that a certain gentleman goes on about.
Aye.
Could that mean that you get Sadiq and Morelos up front, mate?
I don't
Absolutely.
See why.
Absolutely.
Bridges has been shouting for a long time. 3-5-2, hasn't he? He's a big supporter of big fan of the 3-5-2. I don't see why no, because I think I quite like to see Morelos and Sadiq together just to see what they come up with, the two of them, because they're completely different players, both of them. So but certainly be interesting though. I think we've got the players now to play the 3-5-2 if Steven Gerrard decides that's maybe, it'll be horses for courses, obviously, Hawks,
Aye. I think Morelos and Sadiq can do the same job. I think they can hold. I think Morelos can hold the ball up well. Gain the chance. See if he gets something to play off it. He didn't have that last season. He didn't have that.
Yeah.
So where was your Windass or whoever running forward to give him the backup? It wasn't there. So see if you play with two up front, you could change that. You could have Sadiq doing it for 20 minutes. You could have Morelos doing it for the other 20 minutes. No bother. Well, that's my opinion. I don't know.
It's all about opinions, Aldo. Listen, mate, thanks for the call, mate, and don't be a stranger, all right?
No, definitely. Brilliant, guys. I love this. This is great. Brilliant. Keep up the good work.
Cheers, mate.
Thanks, Aldo.
Right, mate.
Cheers,
thank
Aldo.
you. Bye.
Thanks,
Bye.
Aldo. Cheers, mate.
Wheels, it's a good point to make. We're not going to play the same formation every week under this manager, are we?
No, I think there needs to be a bit of variety. And I have to say, I very much like the idea of the 3-5-2 and see Morelos and and Sadiq up front. You know, I always wanted it when Cummins was here. I always wanted to see the two of them up front. I think I don't know.
Would Cummins get into your team, mate?
Oh no! He wouldn't get a sniff now, mate. He wouldn't get a sniff. The only worry with the two up front for me is Morelos likes to be scoring the goals, doesn't he? I don't know if he'd be. I mean, yeah, he is looking for passes more now. I just don't know how much he would work. You know, would they get fed up not scoring goals if Sadiq starts banging them in? You know, it's.
Do you think he likes playing up front in his own then, Wheels?
That what I'm trying to say is I don't know if he'd so much like sharing the load. That's what I'm wanting to say. I don't know if he'd like to share it up front, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
I think he's done well up front on his own. You know, his hold up play is excellent. And as I say, we can see that he is looking for passes more now. But I don't know if that's something that you would see.
It's not about Morelos. It's about the other players who all of a sudden get two options in there. When the midfield join, you get more bodies in the box. And hopefully the team would score more goals. Ulster. Well, we lost the big man, big Ulster.
I think with our 3-5-2, it's maybe a way for Jimmy Murphy to fit in as well.
Explain yourself, Gallant.
Just thinking of if playing off a man on sort of if they were looking at an extra man in midfield or if they were actually looking at the extra two up front. I don't know if Gerrard is really keen on the big Sadiq fella.
I think he's trying to get him fit. I mean, he looked reasonably quick last night when he came on, didn't he?
You would like to think if you were playing for Roma, you would have a bit of fitness about you.
Aye, well, I'd hope so. But I don't know how many games he played or when their season starts compared to ours. But I think he's feeding them in gradually. But, it's great that we're talking about competition for places, Gallant, eh?
Of course it is, yeah. I haven't had that in a long time.
No.
We're sort of worrying about who was coming on next.
Yeah, and hoping some of the one coming on is.
I'm worrying that we'll have someone to come on, yeah.
Coop's put it in the lobby, and next Thursday, maybe McCrory might go in at left back. There we go, there's something to talk about next week. We'll see where it takes us. But the St Mirren game coming up. Big Ulster, give your thoughts on how you think it'll go on Sunday.
Sunday. What do you team-wise or just performance? I think performance-wise, I think we'll put in a good performance, man. I think we're going to win. Definitely. I've got that belief in the team now, and I wouldn't have had that. I know it's only St Mirren, but last season, mate, every game at Ibrox, it didn't matter who you were playing, you always had that wee fear in you. But I think it's going to be a different side. I think we'll blow St Mirren away, mate, and we'll continue the buzz that we have going into this next game away to Maribor on Thursday. I think we'll do the job, mate, comfortably.
Rudy?
I've got a feeling we'll get a 3-0. I think we're just going to go out and absolutely blow them away. If we continue, if we kick off the game the way we finished it on Thursday night, and I'm sure that performance will have gave the players a huge amount of confidence, and so it should as well, because they were absolutely fantastic in that second half. I think if we play like that against St Mirren on Sunday, they'll not be able to live with us, Ox. They won't be able to live with us. They're not at that standard. So if we can play the way we did in that second half, we will absolutely blow them away, and I'm going for a 3-0.
All right, Wheels?
I agree with Rudy, mate. I think it's going to be quite comfortable.
You agree with Rudy?
He's a brainy guy.
We've got a special arrangement. No, I'm kidding.
Wheels on wheels.
How's the company going, Rudy?
It's gone well.
Aye.
eating most of the food though, that's the only thing. Wheels keeps asking me where it's so disappearing. You know what I mean? He's like, "Where's all that grub gone?"
I'm getting all the complaints about people not getting their food on time and that. Really, what's happening?
You're the one with the wheels. It's up to you to deliver.
Rudy takes the whole taste testing thing a bit too far.
quality control on you, Rudy.
Absolutely, 100%. You know, New York's. If you're going to do something, you've got to do it properly, mate. You know?
How's it going to go for you, Gallant?
Do you know who we haven't talked about? Maybe a bit of an unsung hero, Scotty Arfield.
You need to save that on Monday night. How's it going to go on Sunday?
An easy 4-0.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
I like your optimism.
I like that. What about you, Fox? You're a pessimistic guy.
I think we'll steamroll them, mate. Absolutely thrash them. And I'll really enjoy that, looking at Stubbs' face, mate. That'll be a pleasure for me.
Ridgeman?
Well, can I just say, I hope that everything you have said about tanking them and thrashing them and all the rest of it, I hope it happens. I really do. I think that Mr. Stubbs is going to put a team out to do his damnedest not to let us hardly get a kick at the ball or get through. And you're going to, in some cases, you're going to be playing against 11 men inside their area. That's what I think. So hopefully the team get through and do the business. As long as a clean sheet and even a 1-0 will do me fine. Let's get 3 points on the board. One game at a time. Let's do it.
All right. Can I thank everybody for taking part in Rangers Radio tonight? We've had first-time callers, Andy, Alan, Mackie. Hope I don't miss anybody out there, Fox, is there? Stevie was good.
Aldo.
Taking the chance and taking the opportunity to join us here in Rangers Radio. Can I thank Big Al, the global ambassador, Bridgeman, Fox, Gallant Pioneer, Wheels, Rudy Bear and Big Ulster. Bridgeman.
Can I just say to all the Rangers fans all over the world, in particular Rangers fans on here, on Rangers Radio, every single one of us, please keep it going for the Rangers. Huge game on Sunday, huge game. Keep it going, please. We need it.
This has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back at 2 p.m. on Sunday afternoon for the first Ibrox League match, pre-match show of the season. Take it away, Fox.